Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. President Donald Trump has caused an uproar, especially within the circles of Transparency International and anti-corruption NGO, international NGO, and others, following his executive order stopping the enforcement of the United States law that bans the bribing of foreign officials. You know that the United States have a law that if an American company bribes a government official in a foreign country, that American company will be prosecuted. That law is hurting American business because other countries do not have such laws. So American competitiveness, American companies' competitiveness is being hurt by that law, in the sense that the Chinese, the Russians, the Germans, the Turkish, the Indians, they are cornering all the international contracts around the world. Americans are not getting it because they are not playing according to the rules, whether we like it or not. Bribing of public officials around the world is how the competition goes. So American businesses are losing out. If they give bribe in foreign country to bid for a contract, they are in trouble because their home country will punish them. Whereas the Chinese, the Turkish, the Indians, the Argentines, the Brazilians, they can do whatever they like in foreign land and in foreign countries and get the job done. Americans are disadvantaged. They are being punished for that, and that's what Trump in his America First policy is looking at. So before you condemn Trump, you have to understand what is going on here. Let me give you a typical example of how these things work out. Between 1994 and 2004, a subsidiary of Halliburton, one of the world's largest providers of products, services, and integrated solutions for oil and gas exploration, development, and production. They paid bribe to high-ranking Nigerian government officials. They paid bribe to high-ranking Nigerian officials between 1994 and 2004. Now, Halliburton is an American company. Because he paid bribe to Nigerian officials, they got punished. Because the controversy that was generated because of the bribery scandal that took place in Nigeria. And you know that since that time, I don't think that Halliburton has gotten another job in Nigeria. Now, as a result of the controversy generated by that, the Justice Department in the United States punished them. And before they could settle the problem, Halliburton had to cough out $382 million as punishment to settle the bribe issue they did in Nigeria, that they were giving Nigerian officials bribe to be able to have contract, oil contract. Halliburton, you can go and Google it, the Halliburton bribery scandal in Nigeria. And the Americans that participated most of the Americans who participated in many of them went to jail because of the bribe they gave in Nigeria. They went to jail. Those who couldn't go to jail, there was a plea bargain and all that. But you do know what? All the Nigerians who are in that bribery district, no Nigerian official that was known and mentioned in that bribery scandal suffered any loss. They were not prosecuted in Nigeria here. They were not sent to jail. Even the Italians that were connected with it, nothing happened to them. That is the price American companies pay, because their country punishes them when they go abroad to do business, and they do what other international companies are doing and getting away with it. That is why you can see now in Nigeria, Chinese are everywhere. Most of the contract, they like to give it to the Chinese. They can cut out deals with the Chinese, with the Indians, with the Germans, with the Turks, and what have you. You hardly see the American company do any big contract business in Nigeria, because the Americans are scared. And you know that in Nigeria, you can't do business in Nigeria and many developing countries if you are not ready to part with some money. You are just wasting your time if you think you can bid in Nigeria and get it. And the German, the Chinese and others are cornering everything. And because Trump is America first, he wants to correct this thing that makes American companies not to be competitive. That was why he has signed the executive order on Monday directing the United States Justice Department to halt prosecuting Americans accused of bribing foreign governments, accused of bribing foreign government officials to win business. So he said, no, don't prosecute any American because he gave bribe. If it's maybe in Nigeria, in South Africa, in Argentina, in other parts of the world, because the Chinese and others are doing the same, and not their countries are not punishing them. They are cornering all the big juicy jobs or the contracts. Okay. Now the order instructs the U.S. Attorney General Pambondi to pause prosecution under the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act of 1977 until the issues revised enforcement guideline, until she issues revised enforcement guideline that promotes American competitiveness. Like I told you, this is basically because if all the countries in the world sign up to it, have laws that ban giving bribe abroad, and everybody is competing on the same level, there will be no America. Trump wouldn't have done this. It is because America is being disadvantaged. America is being cheated. That's what he felt. Okay. Now, according to the White House, the law puts U.S. firms at a disadvantage to foreign competition because they cannot engage in practices that are common among international competitors, creating an uneven playing field. The White House record said, American national security depends on America and its companies gaining strategic commercial advantages around the world, and President Trump is stopping excessive and unpredictable FCPA enforcement that makes American companies less competitive, according to a copy of a White House fact sheet seen by Reuters. So you can now know why. It's not that Trump loves corruption. It is not that Trump loves bribery, but he is doing it because he loves his country. His country is losing out in international bidding, contract bidding, and all that, because what America is doing is hurting it. It's hurting its companies. It's a good thing, but let everybody be doing so. But only America is left to be doing like that. Other countries are busy running around the world, winning the juicy jobs, and the Americans are suffering for it. The American companies can't compete. American companies will know what other companies are doing, what the Chinese are doing in Africa to be getting all these juicy contracts. The Americans know it, but they can't do it. They know what the Germans, the Belgians, the Turks, the Indians, what they are doing to be cornering all the big contracts around the world. But America can't do that. American companies can't do that. Trump wants that to stop. Stop persecuting them for giving bribe abroad, because others are doing the same thing. I don't think Trump can be faulted in that. Of course, Transparency International is not happy with that, because Transparency International is saying that America, what makes America the high moral ground, what makes it the beacon of hope in the world, in the war against corruption around the world, is because of that law. But why is it that other countries are not copying that practice to punish their people who gives bribe abroad? Because if the Chinese are doing it, if the Germans are doing it, if everybody is doing it, then there will be level playing ground. So that's a challenge. What do you think? Do you think that Trump was wrong to say, to halt the persecution of Americans for giving bribe to foreign government officials to enhance American business? Do you think he was wrong when you know that the Chinese are doing it, other countries are doing it, and with that they have aged out America from major projects around the world? What do you think? Do you think that Trump shouldn't have put America first? He should have think about the image of America as the clean country, a country that fights corruption, the world leader against corruption, while his business people are suffering all over the world. They can't get the job because the Chinese are cornering it, the Russians are cornering it, and others that don't have such laws in their countries. And look at the Halliburton case that I talked about. All the officials of Americans who gave bribe in Nigeria, they all serve jail time. All of them, except those who were able to get plea bargain. But those oil company officials, those that are from Italy, those from Nigeria, nothing happened to them. In fact, the Nigerian case is even the worst. Nobody was prosecuted, nobody went to jail. And they are known figures. I don't have to mention their names. Just type Halliburton bribery scandal in Nigeria and begin to investigate. You will see known Nigerian names who were involved in that bribery scandal. Halliburton, but just by a subsidiary of Halliburton, and that they paid over $382 million as fine in America, in their own country, because of what they did in Nigeria. Those who collected the bribe in Nigeria and everything, they are big-time politicians today, and nothing happened to them. They didn't serve jail time. They didn't suffer any loss. How long can America continue to do that? Trump said, no more. No more. You can't be punished because you gave bribe in a foreign land, because you need the job. Americans need the job. American economy need to grow because Chinese are doing it. The Russians are doing it. Every other people are doing it. So why is it only we that will be doing it and our businesses are suffering? I don't know what you think about this, but whatever is your position, let's hear from you. Do you condemn Trump for this, or do you think he ought not, or that he was right in this executive order? Let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video, and if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. Please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.